so it's nutritious, it, prevents illnesses, blah, 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 okay? But there are situations in which this is not the priority. The priority is the family as a whole, the mother who is happy with whatever she does, okay? And especially in situations when breastfeeding doesn't work, okay? And when mom's mental health is at risk, I think we should prioritize those things even more. And that's it. That's what I wanted to say here. A rant over. First year, guys. First year with a child. So lots of Polish people are listening to me, but also people from other places. So what I wanted to say here is that in Polish there is a term for when you're on maternity leave. So in English it sounds absolutely fantastic. Maternity leave. You're at a leave from work because you're looking after your baby, but there is no sort of other second meaning of that. In Polish, however, and I think in other languages, some other languages as well, it's the maternity holiday. And a lot of people think that when you're home with a kid before going back to work, or just in general looking after kids because you are a stay-at-home mom, that it's like being on holiday because you're not working. Oh my God. I don't even know how to address it, guys. Do people who think that mothers looking after babies are on some sort of a break, have they ever had a chance to look after a child for more than an hour in one go? I don't think so, to be honest. Those people are usually completely ignorant to the fact that being a parent of a 6-month-old or a 10-month-old or a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old or whatever is a full-time job. I've even read some sort of an article that claimed that motherhood is an equivalent of 2.5 full-time jobs. And it also doesn't pay at all. And there is no pension. And there is nothing really. Sometimes no recognition even. Which is sad. So the first year, we think it's going to be, oh, lovely, a break. I can do so many things. Maybe an MA or something else, a degree. The reality very often is that it's just impossible. Babies take up so much time, and even the simplest things take up so much time that people who call it a holiday and a break from anything are just simply stupid. Another thing, weaning. Oh my God. So obviously that's another topic that people have all their opinions about. When should we wean? What should we use to wean? Should we use bloody food pouches or little Gerber jars, or cook their organic carrots or whatever? Again, it can be so stressful, It's supposed to be the easiest thing in the world. The baby just starts to eat solids, right? It's the most natural thing. Every grown-up eats solids, so they need to start at some point, right? But if you haven't been a parent, you don't know how stressful it can be. And then when you think that you are doing a good job, when you think, yes, okay, the newborn stage is over, I've got it all under control now, the baby's weaning well, and then come the milestones. Okay, everybody talks about the milestones. When will she roll from her back to her tummy? When will she, crawl? When will she stand against furniture? When will she walk? And the comparing, okay? I am guilty of that. I used to compare Leon to all the kids, and he was quite delayed compared to other kids, so you can imagine how I felt. But it's the stupidest thing in the world. The number one rule is that all kids are different. And as long as you feel that they are okay, that they are developing fine, there is nothing to worry about. And I know that some of the anxiety can come from comparing it to other kids, but please look at the bigger picture, okay? Look at the bigger pictures. There is only a small percentage of kids who do not hit the milestones at some point. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Leon reached his milestones very late. He started walking when he was 16 months. He started crawling when he was 10 months. And he sat up when he was 11 and a half months. So, some physiotherapists could say that, there was something wrong with him. But he got there in the end. And he is the happiest, the healthiest child in the world. Obviously, I'm not saying, you shouldn't do anything and you shouldn't get your child checked if you're worried, because I always say that's probably the most clever thing to do if you're worried. But do not compare. This doesn't help. And finally, the stage we're at the moment, toddlerhood. So what I used to think is that, okay, the pregnancy, the heaviness of it all, the childbirth, babyhood, the weaning, the breastfeeding, and everything. When this is over, all my problems will be over. Ha ha ha. Oh my God. I wonder I sometimes wonder if it's always going to be like that. Will I always think that the next stage will be better than the one we're at? Parents of older kids will probably say that's the truth. But Jesus, I do not enjoy the tantrums. I do not enjoy the still happening developmental leaps that cause them to be moody, completely unpredictable, and like little assholes from every now and again. I talk about it very openly, and it doesn't mean I don't love my child. I do love my son so much, but sometimes it just feels good to say that they are assholes. Because they are at this stage, They don't know what's happening in their own heads. They are developing at such a fast pace that they probably cannot keep up with their own thoughts, actions, and feelings, So there is no wonder they behave like that, and irrationally very often. But that's the way it is, and we have to survive it. So to be honest, I am looking forward to the next stage when he is a person with whom I can talk, have a meaningful conversation, that I'm not worried about, him not liking the blue plate, even though it was his favorite yesterday. I'm really looking forward to not having that anymore. But I know I will probably miss this stage as well. Just how I miss some aspects of babyhood, I'm never going to say that I'm this very, I wouldn't say caring, but one of those mums who just cherish every moment, because I don't. I simply don't. But I think it is very much connected with those expectations that we have. And I was hit so hard by the reality that it just removed all that magic from some of the moments that we've been through. So I am very excited about the future. my imagined future is that we'll have this lovely relationship between me and my son, and that he will look up to his dad, and that we'll have those conversations in Polish, but he will speak fluent English at school, and then he'll have friends from all over the world, and then that I'll let him be whoever he wants to be. And I really want that to happen, but then reality has its own rights. And what I've realized, and what I really, really want to make sure that it happens, is that I let things flow, that I fully accept that it is unpredictable, and that the fact that I do have some visions of what it's going to be like and what he is going to be like, it's still going to be amazing. So my experiences make me very resistant to having any more kids, but I'm not completely saying like 100% no to this, because I'm open to what the future brings. And that's my advice to you guys as well. You can have your expectations, you can have your vision of what it will be in the future, but just be open to the fact that it may and probably will be different. And you're still going to be amazing. You're still going to love your kid. It's still going to be, or kids, they're still going to be the most important people in your life. And remember, whatever ever happens, you've got this.